What is going on, people? Back with another video, and today I want to talk about our Atlanta Falcons. This is going to be the pregame show to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game that we have later on today. And can they avoid going on to playing against this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team? This is a tough task for them because Tom Brady and company look like they're rolling on all cylinders so far this year, and it's going to be a difficult task for the Atlanta Falcons. So I want to give you my 2 cents about that, and I'm going to figure out what they can do to win this game. So let's get right into it. If this is your first time coming to the channel, welcome to the First and Frame Race channel. I'm VF Baller, and over here we talk about Atlanta Falcons football. Also talk about Georgia Southern football, and Georgia Southern had a fairly rough day against Arkansas. Maybe we can have a pretty good season even after all of that is going on, or maybe we'll have a pretty good week if the Falcons could somewhat upset the Bucks. All right, like I said before, I think the Atlanta Falcons are capable of winning this game. They have a pretty decent offense. The defense also can bring some schemes against Tom Brady, but I'm just looking at it from a man-on-man standpoint. It looks like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is just a little bit too much for the Atlanta Falcons, especially when you're going down into Tampa to try to play them. Can they win this game? Yeah, I think they can. Will they win the game? It is. I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer, but it looks like it's unlikely. But I think the Falcons can do it. But they're going to have to do a few things. First and foremost, they're going to have to establish the run. They did a pretty good job of establishing the run when they played against the Eagles at first. They kind of got away from the run and everything just fell apart from there. But I think if they can establish a run and play a little bit of keep away, they could keep Tom Brady off the field, and they'll find a way to get a substantial lead and control the clock. Second, they're going to have to find a way to get a good bit of three and outs. This goes back to what I was saying when it comes to controlling the clock. They're going to have to get some three and outs on Tampa Bay, find a way to get them off the field as quick as possible. Don't have them sustain a lot of drives. That goes back to the Dean Pease scheme. Can Dean Pease get some schemes out there to confuse Tom Brady, have him throw some incompletions, possibly some bad throws? Also, can we get Tom Brady on the ground? If you can't do those things, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a very long day. So those two things basically what they need to do. The Falcons themselves have a handful of talent that they can do some things, but they're going to have to execute very, very well. That front seven, and I haven't even talked about this yet. The front seven of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to try to have a field day on the offensive line, especially after what we did against the Eagles. I mean, we just did not do a good job protecting Matt Ryan. Jalen Mayfield had some issues with putting getting some protection from Matt Ryan, and I'm almost certain that the Bucks looked at that. They probably know what time it was when the season started because he's a rookie. They're going to try to look at what they can do to get pressure. And with Shaquille Barrett, Dominican Sue, and others, they're going to try to find a way to get that pressure up on Matt Ryan. Now, even if that's the case, what Matt Ryan needs to do, Matt Ryan needs to find a way to get the ball out of his hands quick as possible. Now, with the secondary of the Bucks, is somewhat suspect. They did not do the best. And I will say, if anything, if you want to look at anything that's kind of like a deficiency for the Bucks, I would say it's their secondary. Everything else is pretty much running on all cylinders. They can be had in the secondary. So if anything, we can get some quick passes out. If we can't, do that. Well, we need to do that as far as that, as well as establishing the run. If we can do those two things, I think we'll be fine. So that's pretty much what's going to have to happen. I think we should try to get the ball out fast, regardless, because just to keep the defense of the Bucks off balance. I mean, they have a lot of good athletes over there, especially in the front seven. They have some athletes in the secondary, but I think that's the weakest point of their defense. As far as our defense go, I think AJ Terrell did a pretty good job defending in the secondary, but the other side was just getting handled pretty well. And I think our safeties need to find a way to step up and do a little bit better, because you're going up against Mike Evans, Godwin, and you're going up against Antonio Brown. You're going up against some really good receivers. So they're going to have to find a way to at least slow this down. But the only thing I can say that really would slow it down, uh, the front seven is going to have to get pressure on Tom Brady. I mean, it just all goes into full circle. You get pressure on Tom Brady, he's not going to be able to make the throws that he wants to make. And if you don't make the throws that he wants to make, then you have opportunities to swing the tide of this game. I really think that they'll be able to do so. I'm going to be sitting here watching the game. The game is at 4 o'clock Eastern time. So I'm definitely going to be watching it and just give you my 2 cents on what's going to happen there. I would like to see this. What I would like to see the Falcons control the clock. I think that's one of the best ways you can do to win this game. You can't go into a foot race you can't go into a foot race trying to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll just outgun you. I think they can because with their weapons that they have, even in their running game as well, they'll be able to run up the score on us if we try to go toe for them. So if we keep our best defense is keeping our offense on the field. So we'll have to try to find a way to do that. I haven't even talked about the running backs, Leonard Fournette and the other running back, I can't remember his name. They have some good running backs as well. So they have a very balanced team overall. Very balanced team, very talented team overall. And we just got to find a way to slow that down, because if not, this game could get ugly really quick. So I really feel that if we're going to try to, like I said, if we're going to try to hold them down, we're going to have to play keep away. And that's probably the best way for us to win this game. Hopefully we'll be able to get to that point, and we'll see how it goes. If you like this video, hit the like button. Share this video. Let people know what I'm doing over here. I just recently got over 900 subs, I think. I didn't look, but I got the notification yesterday that I got over 900 subs. If you guys don't mind, hit the like button, share this video, let people know what I'm doing over here. Because if you're a part of Atlanta Falcons fan base, I would love to have you over here. If you're a part of Georgia Southern fan base, I'd love to have you over here. And it seems like we're growing pretty steadily, especially on YouTube with the Georgia Southern stuff. It's really good to see. Atlanta Falcons stuff, we're getting a footprint here as well. Shout out to Atlanta Falcons Nation. Those guys do a great job over there. And we will see you guys on the post game and have some more content for you guys later on throughout the week. You guys take it easy. You guys be blessed. Peace.